Here are our best experiments testing the limits of Minecraft. Starting with, we're gonna wanna turn off entity block damage. It's a TNT screensaver by the looks of it. Look at that. It's like when you win at solitaire. Oh, well, I hope we're insured. Just kidding, as if the insurance company's gonna help us out if we do get our base lost. And then we can teleport onto this location and watch it bounce like so. That's weird that it builds up momentum and then eventually it'll bottom out. It sinks so low that it gets stuck on the soul sand, and then it starts anew. Make a flower that kills just about anything because a falling block can be set to any block type as far as how it looks, and it can also mimic how an anvil drops as well. So by using the right command, which was this one right here, you could copy all of this to make a lily of the valley that'll drop on us and actually kill anything that's underneath it. But you know what's funny is that if we were to just have a regular flower underneath it, like so, then we'd be completely safe because the flower would break it as a falling block. What would happen if we were to change our fall damage multiplier all the way up to 10 million? See if I can expertly maneuver my way up Stonehenge, because as soon as I have 10 million, any amount of fall damage is lethal. If I believe this correct, this would normally just be nice and easy. Instant death. Yep, you got this, Observer. Come on, put on your soldier's cap to bravely go, where I also have died before. Well, okay, we lost him in arms. I don't know what to tell you. He lost his arms too. My armless brother with arms. I think there's even a even worse command here, if I'm not mistaken. You could do attribute, yeah, safe fall distance. If you set this to 0, then I can't even jump. Ow, even just that little respawn is enough to kill me. It is very funny, the idea of just like stubbing your toe and just being like, I did it, ow. Even just jumping up a block kills you. Just walking off of the candle is enough. Yeah, here, let's get a carpet down. Stubbing your toe is the worst thing ever. The Achilles toe, or like a path block. Yeah, literally just deadly path block. Even if I'm holding shift, it still kills me. What happens if we drop rainbow sand into our rainbow cobweb observer? Kapow. It just gets kind of ugly. I was really hoping we'd get some kind of cool Jeb sand. Just kind of does. Does it pop off eventually? Yeah. What happens if you have 2 of these end portals and then place all these facing you? If we were to fill all of those up, whoops, 1, 2, and there. Well, that was kind of bound to happen because it has to face that way. If I change the direction of this now to this way, it'll work. Oh, okay. All right, now we've got it, but that was using commands. What I want to show off is Observer showed me this very weird way to build an end portal. Now you'll see the direction works even if the level doesn't. There we go. So building this Nether portal style structure, we can get an end portal right up here on the top. How weird. How small of a block could be used to negate a creeper explosion? Now, if you didn't know this, we could actually use something as simple as dirt to stop a creeper from exploding and hurting us. So a slab worked just fine. But what if I use, like, I don't know, a candle? I don't think so. Come on. Okay, candle did not work. A cake? Come on, everyone loves cake. That definitely helped. A bell? This is why you're gonna get notified about all future uploads. Nice! Yeah, ring the bell so you don't get exploded by a creeper. What I don't want to tell you. Flower pot? Maybe. Okay, Anvil. Anvil's even strong enough to survive it. What is the absolute slowest way to break obsidian in survival? So, the slowest that I could go would be, I have mining fatigue right here. I'm submerging myself in water with these bubble columns. And then that gives it so I'm mining even slower. So using my fist obviously would be very, very slow. I mean, usually it takes 5 minutes to do this if you're doing it with your hand, right? Observer will get a nice AFK clip of doing it. So Observer sat there and punched it for like 2 hours, but even after all that time of punching it non-stop, it didn't even budge. I think we just made it too hard to break. What would happen if we were to use soul speed 100? So by using commands to amplify the soul speed enchantment up past 3, we've now got our soul speed 100 boots. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And then this is the max level 255. Woo! Observer, this is amazing. Look at me go. My hand is shaking. This is brilliant. And then I just launch off the side, but I don't even care. Look if I'm sneaking how fast I go. These pillagers are so confused. Oh, this is amazing. It's like annoying. Could you imagine just trying to do like parkour with this? Just like navigating on one block. Okay, so here's how we make an infinite velocity minecart, is that we just put down a whole bunch of minecarts where it gets very annoying. So look, we have infinite velocity going both ways. Oh, so the velocity went to not applicable. So now we have minecarts that have no velocity? Wait, okay, that's what you mean, is that we got floating minecarts here, Observer. And this could be done in survival. What? We could even be riding these as like a way of making a bridge out of minecarts. So it's like a virus. So as soon as one minecart touches another, it ruins its velocity. Yeah, these are all in vanilla. This is, I know we were in creative when we built this. You could build this in survival. What happens if I were to push this with a sticky piston? So I can move it with a sticky piston like that. What the? And I can still ride it. What happens if you were to go through an end gateway in the overworld? All right, I can go into survival. See you on the other side. I guess that was literally true. Well, remote getaway, I guess that is true, but it's remote in the sense that we already brought it here. So what we've got here is something very satisfying. The flush piston extender. Look, I bounce up here, you didn't even know. I mean, that's kind of a giveaway, but you almost didn't know. All right, Observer, serve me your finest cooked meal. Order up. Hey! In our civilization, the beef 1 block jumps for you. So, according to Mojang, we're not able to mix our chest plates and elytras together. It's supposed to be deliberate that you have to choose between one or the other. However, now we've got such a case which lets us use commands to get a glider chest plate. We'll put the command on screen for you to do this, but I actually have, oh, I look awesome. I look like a superhero. Are you kidding me? Oh, I love this. And it's not even, oh, it is using the durability. I was gonna say, if it doesn't use the durability, this is overpowered. It's overpowered as is. We all know that the blue axolotl is the rarest of the axolotls. But if you had 10 million axolotl, how many blue variants would we have? We started breeding them all up like so. Then, from all of these 10 million axolotls, we would still only have 8,333 blue variants. A tiny, tiny fraction. Oh, and also credit for the statue comes from Gamma Build. Very nicely done on their axolotl, but it's not the one we're looking for. Keep searching, Observer. All right, reroll. What if we made the human sponge? All right, it's time to get cast in SpongeBob the Musical, since what we have here is a command setup that's going to make it so that both me and Observer are functionally sponges. So all around us, we will drain water. Can we drain the ocean? Let's find out. Well, the good news is that I don't have to wring myself dry. At least no more than usual. This is ridiculous. Just the idea of being like, oh yeah, I'm hydrophobic, so I'd rather just keep my distance, thanks. This looks ridiculous. I can't even swim up if I wanted to. This is, okay, so is the answer, can you drain the ocean? Maybe if you had a lot of friends. But unless everyone wants to come over and recreate Bikini Bottom with you, I think there's more fun ways to roleplay. It is very funny though. Observe, if you fly up into the sky, trying to do like a water bucket clutch like this is pitiful. Just being like, I'm getting chased. I need to go make a jump quick. Uh-oh. It's a good thing there's kelp here, otherwise I think I would have died. All right, so inside of this, we've got the piercing super enchanted bow with quick charge up to its highest level, and we're gonna be taking a whole bunch of mobs and seeing just how many we can shoot through in a line. Now, what Observer just flipped the switch for there is actually to let the arrow go straight, because what actually will start to happen with this is that you'll have arrow fall off before it even reaches the target. I got my crossbow loaded up. Let's see if I can aim this. I think I just have to account for it going straight. And see ya. It fell off too much. Observer, you gotta set it back up. That's embarrassing. All right. Sayonara. Really? I'm aiming too high now? All right, so what's gonna happen is if we set this tonight, then we should see a whole bunch of creaking spawning in. Because here we go. That was remarkably chill. I would have expected something to happen. There we go, now we're cooking. Okay, you give it an update and then it starts bringing in all the crickets. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Okay, so it's like when you make a world out of all sand. You just need a bunch of updates. Holy smokes. Yeah, let's set it today and see what happens, huh? Gong, 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 da, 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 da. Whoa, that was awesome. Yeah, you wanna see me die to them? Ow! Well, I'm looking at a whole bunch, so I can actually kind of use the ones that I'm looking at to keep me safe from the ones that I'm not. Oh my gosh, when I turn into the F5 mode, though, it's horrible. This is the actual FPS. This is so bad. We like to use the tick sprint command to speed up time in Minecraft. The question is to be asked, if Minecraft runs at 20 million ticks per second, then what does a 10 million tick sprint look like? So as soon as I replace this and I type in this command to run 10 million ticks as fast as possible, here we go, baby. This is at 12,000 ticks per second. I can't even keep it all in render distance very well. Oh, look at it all spread on. But look at how much can happen in 10 million ticks. Just insane. So at the supersonic speed we're seeing, it's only gonna take about 15 minutes. But normally it would take almost 6 days for all of this to happen. Could you imagine just leaving your PC on for a whole work week just for grass to grow? So here we're going to be summoning an Enderman that then places down a spawner that spawns more Endermen. What'll happen? So the reason we're on a super flat is that when your tick sprint like this, it get very laggy. So we needed to have something where it wasn't loading all the other stuff that we have at the observatory set. Yeah, set it to nighttime. There we go. Now we're cooking. Oh yeah. So as soon as they place their block, they die. Oh, this is amazing. Just music to my ears. Enderman join the world, Enderman leave. It's really a circle of life, circle of death kind of situation. Look at these towers of spawners that they're building out. All this started with one little guy. So the default spawn radius, which is if you die, it'll put you within 10 blocks radius of where spawn is. That's why you can die and not always end up in the same spot, but the same general area. Though, what if we were to set the spawn radius up to 10 million? Now, if I were to die, it has to go and load completely opposite chunks for me to spawn in. I am now 800,000 blocks away on the X, 10 million blocks away on the Z. If you want the effects of a hardcore world without actually having to go and have a hardcore world, this is basically that. Just loading new chunks completely. This chicken doesn't even know. I was 10 million blocks away from you. You're not even clued in. So, funnily enough, we've shown off in the past giving the fox an item. But if we get it to pick up a mace, it can actually use the mace smash attack. There we go. And then if we could get it to get the drop on it, eventually it'll do the actual full density smash. Awesome. Wait, what happens if you give it with Windburst? That's embarrassing. Come on, go for the drop again. Oh no, well, I guess you get it back. Clearly don't play around with tools that you're not powerful enough to understand. So scaling up a pufferfish will also scale up the range that it can prick you from, because this is based on its distance to the hitbox. So that's a normal one right there. So I have to jump up to even get hit by that. So that's a completely chill pufferfish. Oh my gosh, is that an even bigger pufferfish? So this is twice the size. Ow! And that's not even stage 3. There we go. Yes, that's hitting me well outside of the range. All right, so this is 5 times the size. Oh my gosh. Ow. So evidently, yes, it does scale its distance that it can hit you from. Next is 16, the max scale size. Great, this is just the Hindenburg disaster. Thank you, Observer. Oh, the humanity. I can't even enter into our center. He looks so... I guess he's enjoying himself.
Who dare wake me up from my slumber?
Me. Ow. Okay, sorry. 5 more minutes, I guess. It is possible to make a potion that gives you all of the potion effects in one. So we have a singular potion here. It's uncraftable, but look at all that it gives me. So this will give me Furious Cocktail, and how did we get here in exactly 1 potion? Well, it's not gonna be the most fun drink. Splish Splash. Ow! I feel like I die. I float up into space and everything goes black. What happens if I hit like a mob with it? So long, nerd. Ah, how did we get here? Ah! It's funny that you can still see them. It is like their soul left their body. So we've got vines here to break the entity cramming, because what we're next doing, we're getting a lot of wardens. And what we're testing here is what if you have a lot of wardens, does it make you do a further sonic boom? Whew, that's probably about enough. It sounds like we got a jet engine in here, like I'm playing Minecraft on my MacBook Air. Let's start with a pig first. This isn't gonna go very well for our first test subject. Well, that wasn't very smart of it. Okay, next example, me. Let's see if I take a bunch of wardens, can I shoot myself off into space? This feels so eerie. Just it shaking like this. I took the wrong potion. Oh, I don't feel so good. Really? They do more to the Ender Dragon than they do to me. So literally we get more knockback just by pushing next to them because there's so many entities crammed in one spot because of the vine. What are the limits of the knockback enchantment, Observer? Well, here we've got knockback 2. Pretty good, pretty good. What about knockback 10? This is the last of the Roman numerals. Substantial, we knocked it off the cliff. Knockback level 100. As soon as you go over this level, then it just starts saying enchantment.level.100. Bam. The sound getting cut off always cracks me up. Hey, look at that guy. Later. No imposters. All the way up to the max level of 255. All right, later. And observer, as much as I hate to say it, hit me, observer. Later. Ow. Well, this used to be a village. It looks like some people haven't migrated fully yet. I didn't realize it extended this far out. Look at this. We've got so much TNT. All right, just a few. A couple of arrows. All right, remove the glass. Oh, I see it starting. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dun-dun. Da-da-da-da-da-dun-dun-dun. Where's the villager? I gotta see the villagers react to this. Villagers react to their house and home being exploded.
Oh, no, that's great. Yeah, that's really exactly what I was hoping for.
It's kind of a beautiful shot. Look at it. Each one of these is one of you. Look at how destructive we can all be together. I think we made the worst water park in history. Look at all the flying blocks. All the falling blocks of sand and gravel getting launched. Now we're testing what's the highest fall that you can survive. Okay. Ow. So a regular fall, I could survive a 23 block fall with half a heart. Okay. If I were to jump into lava, 43 worked. All right, and then if I go on the bed, and I believe this one is 45 blocks, just fine. I'm not gonna be jumping on the bed anytime soon, but this monkey's just all right. Observer's going for it. And honey block, you can survive with 100 blocks, which I believe you could also do the same on hay bales. 100 blocks, that really does help a lot. So we've got the dripstone spikes. What would happen if we were to drop these on top of the Creaking? Fellas, you ready for your casting call? Nice. Nothing like chopping down the old forest, huh? If we have a natural Creaking, let it become nighttime, get the guy over here. All right, buddy, you and me. We're gonna find out which one of us takes dripstone better. Nothing. If they're natural, they're fine. Now, I'm gonna look up, and Observer's gonna get up to something, because what we have up here at build height is a sand bomb. Now, the way that this works is we have a TNT trap underneath it with a bunch of signs to drop it, but then also in the center here is a TNT minecart to shoot it off in an array. If I go back down to my place on the floor and I just wait for it to be the 1st of January, we're gonna see some fireworks. Charge! Whoa, charge! Charge is happening! All right, look at that. You get this very weird symmetrical patterns. Look, it's 2 blocks, then 1 there, and 2 blocks, then 1 here. That's so strange. This is an example of how much water is inside of a water bucket. I've seen Alexa Real show this off, but they didn't show it off going all the way from the new build height down to the absolute bottom of the world. All right, so if I place down water, we have it spread down to its absolute limit, and then it drops down, continues to go out, and I don't think I could properly say just how big this structure is, folks. Like, you can look off in that horizon, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna reach it. Observer, you wanna do a tick sprint and just absolutely ruin this? Show how crazy you can get? Yeah, there we go. Look, we're even passing over different biomes. That's what's causing these different colors. It looks like those cups that have the weird blue scribble design on them. Oh my gosh, now it's actually really eclipsed me. What's it like going over this on a raft? This is wonderful. I don't know how we're gonna be able to see the rest of the water park like this though. I mean, to keep this in perspective, look at how far we've traveled. Cloud height's like 192 blocks. We're just now coming up on that. It is just funny watching the boats just litter away. And we finally start to reach the end here, of all places. That's ridiculous. Is it possible to walk between chests if you get so small? Now, obviously, a chest is not a full block in size. It's actually 14 pixels compared to our regular 16 that you would see here, because it's got 1 pixel off that side, 1 pixel off that side. So if I were to change my size, is it possible enough for me to get small to actually walk through? Well, let's find out. I'll start with 35% size. So toddlers skip the tutorial, can't do it. What about 25%? Not quite. 15? 15%, look at that. Oh, that's actually a really cool hiding place. We gotta do a tiny hide and seek. But actually what's funny about this is that your camera starts cropping inside. So I can almost look inside of this chest. I just can't see any contents. And then if I get to 1% size, oh my gosh, now I can actually like tuck myself in here. And what about 300%? Well, obviously not. How many axolotls does it take to kill the Elder Guardian? Let's find out. All right, buddy, I really need you to really pick up the pace here. All right, 4 axolotls? Wow, I could do exactly 1 attack to it before it has to regen. That's pitiful. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Dang, look, it only took 22. That's pitiful. I guess it's nice as a little bit of a distraction, but that was way less than I was expecting. Oh boy. Well, this is nowhere near 10 million anvils falling from the sky, but we're gonna see what that looks like. Oh, I might regret this. I'll definitely regret this. Wow, look at all of them. It is kind of, obviously it makes sense. They all fell the same distance, so they should be equally cracked. But you just don't expect to see the texture repeated like that. Look at this. This looks like one of our build hacks where we tell you to use all the anvils in your floor design. Oh, the mushrooms were stronger than them. Look at that. Oh, no. Okay, well now I am trapped inside of the anvils. Let's see if I'll die now. Skip the tutorial, reporting live. I used to be reporting dead, but thankfully I've now just become the anvils. I've succumbed to our anvil overlords. All right, in this corner, who would win in a fight? We've got the chicken jockey. This is going to be fighting for your old Skippy's army versus the jockey chicken. Oh, you're on, bud. And brawl. Oh, you got a real cowardly zombie there. Oh, can he win? I killed your chicken pretty quick. Oh yeah, baby. There's a reason why we're yelling jockey chicken in the theaters. If I wanted to mine 10 million blocks, how many wooden pickaxes would I need? Oh, looks like it's time for me to get started, because if I go against this cobblestone generator, it would take me 169,492 wooden pickaxes to mine all of these 10 million cobblestone. So, yeah, just check in on me whenever you want. Back on the prison server. Oh yeah, you want to trade shifts? Here, you go ahead. Oh, good work. That's cobblestone wasted. I guess your wooden pickaxe isn't breaking anytime soon, so that's fine too. What happens if we were to take a horse or a mule and give them Frostwalker? So using this command combo that we've got set up. Oh yeah, this is actually amazing. Why is this not in the base game? I feel like this would be so much cooler to go across. Just going around and ride on this. I know we've shown off how to make Frostwalker boats in the past with commands, but I actually really like using a horse in this way. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, horses aren't exactly easy to bring across the water, basically. So having this alternative would be a real saving grace for our steeds. So dripstone damage is capped. So how much dripstone would it take to kill the wither? Let's find out. I'll summon in a new one, place up my dripstone and let it rip. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 be the number. The level 10 million baby zombie. Now this is a baby zombie with 10 million in all of its categories, including how likely is it gonna kill me? All right, so this is a 10 million attribute speed, 10 million strength. Now I'm just getting spawn camped. Yeah, stay back. It's very hard to last long enough. Yeah, there you go. And stay there. Now, we set these to iron blocks at first, but then switching them over to iron trap doors, we can take anything that we want, and you're gonna see quickly that we have a bed of Sculk sensors underneath, giving us these weird patterns that we generate. Pistons. Whoa, this one is like a wave. Look at that. Wow, you can even run over it seamlessly too. This is so cool. Here we've got food that is set to 10 million ticks to eat. All right, well, I'm a little hungry, I guess. Here, you wanna try this? So it is literally impossible to eat this. It doesn't even let me right click it. It doesn't play the particles. So if I right click, it does make me slower. So I am technically eating it. You just can't even see the particles come from it. Now I'm just gonna suck on this potato for a while. How much Sculk is it possible to spread from one Sculk catalyst? If I kill this is a piglin brute wearing armor, which is the mob that drops the most amount of experience. All right, here we go. Oh great, now it's a zombified piglin. I guess that's actually gonna not work the same, right? So it definitely spread quite a bit. Proper testing. Yeah, look at how much is spreading from that one mob. All right, we gotta go take this. For one, I don't want to ruin our set. Let's go take this over to a cave or something. Perfect. And then we're just gonna use entity cramming to do the trick. Just watching them all Scooby-Doo run on the inside is very funny to me. There you go. There you go. That's how we unleash the infection. Perfect. We basically have a Sculk biome out of this already. I did not expect that we'd get this much. Look at how it climbs up the different rock formations. You can see all the bubbles moving. It's like finding new paths until it eventually knows where to go. Ah, oh, there we go. Got a tick sprint in here. Ah, we're talking. So if we were to have 10 million Endermen, would they be able to remove an entire mountain? Let's find out. Let's get our Enderman in. Here we go. We've got commands to get them all deployed. That's not even near 10 million and it's plenty. Look at them fall down. We're nowhere close to 10 million. Just the slow falling deploy of them all cracks me up. It's tick sprint time, baby. Hit me with it. Wow, look at that. So if we turn down the simulation and render, then it's only loading these chunks with our Enderman sample size. Currently, we're going about 5 times game speed. A key thing to note is that they can't pick up stone. So can 10 million Endermen carve a mountain? Well, by the looks of it, maybe they can build their own, but they can't pick up stone, so it's impossible for them to ever carve this mountain. If we were to take our Riptide trident, for standards, this is a regular Riptide 3. Obviously, very impressive. But what if we get it up to like Riptide level 100? And we're off! Oh my gosh, the sound glitches out too. How high am I? 3,500 blocks away. Well, kinda wish I thought this through before I thought it was mostly simulator stuff on the first day of space camp. Level 255, the absolute strongest. Let me get up my F3 and let me hit it. All right, we're reaching a top of, it looks like 9,000 blocks. Observer, I got one other thing to try with this. Let's get the weather to rain and let me get the elytra on and we're going to go for the coolest space program in history. For starters, here was the Riptide level 3. Already going very fast, mind you. Here's level 100. Whoa! I feel like Superman. This is great. All right. Wow! Whoa! Okay, I hit the 255. That's awesome. No one can hear me scream. Yeah, 23,000 blocks away. I'm also 6,000 blocks in the air. That's amazing. Next, we're going to test, is it possible to eat a chorus fruit to get yourself on or off the nether roof? So this is showing me the teleportation radius for my chorus fruit. Let's see if I had a clearing underneath, if that would take me upside down. Hey, look at that, sure enough. Now, will it take me on top of the roof is the question. So far, it's not looking like it'll teleport me up. That makes sense. So because it works off the same teleportation engine as Enderman, Enderman can't teleport on bedrock, so neither can we. Oh, so according to the wiki, they just full out stop if we're above the nether roof. So this would only, yeah, look at that. Weird. No teleporting at all. The 10 million bees put in the 10 million beehives. Oh boy. Well, we're gonna get a nice up close and personal look when we poke the wall. Oh yeah, now we're talking. And then if I were just to, I don't know. Yeah, baby. We gotta go, observer, we gotta go. Look at them all chase after me. I made it away scot-free. So what we've got here is, what's the literal smallest amount of water that can save you? I'm gonna find out with the help of this button. Oh God, observer. Now, if you get a close-up, it doesn't even look like I'm standing inside of it until you look at my hitbox. And then, when you do, you can see that it collides at exactly 1 pixel that can save you. Even if I zoom in with this, it doesn't even look like it's hitting. So, observer, let me know that because the water is still running, it will actually push you out of that 1 pixel when you land. Just enough for a little tiny particle. What is the maximum level of XP that you can get in Minecraft? So, the maximum level is going to be 238,609,312 levels. From here, the XP bar is completely removed. This is the highest for survival. Going any higher than this would give me a negative level, right? Because it goes over the integer level. So it's 256 quadrillion, 204 trillion, 778 billion, 204 million, 999,070 XP. So, how many chickens would that take? So if we get an average of 2 XP from a chicken, then we need to kill roughly, oh my gosh, I gotta number this out again. 128 quadrillion, 102 trillion, 389 billion, 102 million, 499,535 chickens. To put that in perspective, we only have maybe like 1,000 here. It's nowhere close. Ooh, look at this. We got a little shulker spark here. And then if I flick this switch, observer, you're a shooting star. You could just have the shulker sparks follow an entity and get these really precise graphics. Look at that. And that's not just observer I could flick it onto. I could also put it onto my bow. And now if I shoot off my bow and arrow, yeah, I could see like kind of Angry Birds where things are gonna fall. Look at that. I get like an aim predictor. That's fun. I also get levitation arrows, which is nice. Those aren't in the base game. I guess they still aren't, but that's kind of a literal shooting star. What if I were to get phantoms? Fly, my pretties. I can't even hit it because there's so many levitation bullets around it. That's basically immunity. You can't kill a star. You can only make it burn brighter. Now it just looks like I'm running really fast. Look at that. I've got got sprint particles behind me. I gotta go. This here is a geode farm. Now this is based off of a concept from Ilmango, and then we're using a mod to do this called Geodacy. So we're using a mod called Geodacy that literally generates this structure for us based off of a random generation of these amethyst buds. Well, my amethyst bud yourself, would you mind, let's see how fast we can get this going without it breaking. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Just watching it in scan lines take out everything. That rocks. Yeah, look at this. And now we just got amethyst as much as we want. Look at how quickly the items zoom in. I think by the looks of that, observer's saying that we're already running out of space. How much would it take to store 10 million diamond blocks? Now, granted, that's going to be 90 million diamonds. So let's check it out with our chest monster up here. Keep in mind, this is not hollow. So all of these double chests actually do go double chests all the way through. It's chests as far as the eye can see. Well, actually, they're not doubling up, but we've got a whole block of chests here. It would take 5,787 chests, which would round to 18 by 18 by 18 cube of chests. Go get that chicken from earlier and show her that she's got to lay all of these eggs. Just a big scared face on the chicken. What if we just started breaking these chests? Most expensive build hack. Going and making the diamond brick road might seem a little crazy, but as you can see here, it's totally possible. Just if your PC doesn't want to hate you too. We got a chorus fruit plant, another on location one, because what we've got here, this looks like the wither storm. We've got ourselves a whole collection of chorus fruit growing from just one singular stalk. And now I have gammon, so you might not notice this, but there's actually so much here that it's causing mobs to spawn and be completely fine. We're totally in darkness right now. But the solution's gonna be, if I just happen to get a little hungry, break this down. What happens if you break the largest thing? Look at it, it's like exploding. It looks like the chorus fruit are bouncing. That's so weird. What would happen if lava refilled in the Nether the way that water does in the overworld? So we can actually do this with the help of a command. It is the lava source conversion game rule that we can see here. The easiest way to test this is if I go make the basic, you can see that turns into lava in the middle. But what I would like to see, observer, what would happen if we just like completely decimated the lava here? How does this look? So you can see it already filled back up. We can't even ruin it fast enough. Oh, this would be the best furnace array in history. You just use a dispenser to pick up the buckets, have infinite fuel source because it's literally infinite. Whoa, observer's flooding it. Look at that. So just by placing a row like so, we could actually just have it create a whole new lava layer. How intimidating would that be if you just had a wave of lava coming towards you? It's like, oh, great. Not only is it gonna burn all my stuff, it's gonna burn literally everything that my family owns too. So it is possible to make realistic climbing spiders by using a command that makes it so that once a spider is at a certain point, it actually flips over. So if a spider were to start climbing on the wall, yeah, they're really nice paid actors. Come on. So once the spider climbs up to this certain point, it'll detect it with a command block, then making it a dinner bone spider. I think that's pretty cool. Also terrifying. Get out of here. I'm sick of spiders. So what we've got is a command that'll change our gravity to a much lower value with the attribute command, essentially giving us moon gravity. How cool is this? So there is still some gravity. It can go all the way down to -1, which just means that you're shooting off into space super fast. But I think if you pair this with the end, how about this? It just looks like we're walking around the moon. I mean, they did add the moon in a little Minecraft update in the past, so it seems pretty fitting. Ow. Oh, be careful though. If you fall too far, you can still take fall damage. What I'm curious is, like, if you have a frog on the moon, how high does Noobster jump? Come on, buddy. Pretty casual. All right, I guess it's just a regular Tuesday going to the moon. Fine, whatever. What about a rabbit? It's falling a lot slower. I thought it would go a lot higher. One of these frogs has to jump, right? It's in their nature. We're trying to make Mario Odyssey 2. Come on, guys. Hey, there we go. Wow, it doesn't jump any higher. It jumps. Oh, there we go. I'll be honest, I expected a lot more. Well, okay, that's gonna maybe kick a little more into the spirit, observer. The villager item redstone. And what I mean by that is that we can actually have Sculk detect when a villager puts out their item. So if I were to have the different things to go and trade with these villagers, like if I hold out the iron, it'll detect that the villager's holding it. Hold out the gold. There you go. But look, we can like basically selectively hold items to trigger redstone this way. So I can say like, oh, okay, I want to let someone in my store. You got to make sure they have diamonds first. How cool is that? In this video from Michael23B, we can see that they made a junction where if you're holding out different items, it'll actually decide which way your minecart should go. Because we have a villager holding here in the middle, and then it directs us the right way. That's so cool. Next, we've got who would win in a fight? 100 baby-sized wardens. That's adorable. Versus one warden-sized baby zombie. All right, I'm gonna take this guy. Oh, he's off. Get him! Wow, that looks horrible. This is the equivalent of just stepping on a Lego every frame possible. I don't, can we get a do-over on who we picked? The wardens do have less health to make up for their baby size, but I don't know. Oh, that combined sonic boom looked bad. Maybe that's fine. Wow, the baby zombie size like this is hilarious. Come on, you got this. Oh, there we go. Put him back in detention. Baby zombie's got a lot of health though. It's got warden-sized health, so it's doing pretty well. Actually, a lot better than I expected, and I'm the person who bet on it. What would happen if we were to light two nether portals at the exact same time? Well, it's gonna pick one of them directionally first, and it's always direction-based. There we go, double nether portal. What I did want to try is if I take my end portal frames, and we were to make ourselves sort of a weird situation where I put an end portal on top of a nether portal. Which one do I go into? Well, I'm gonna go in survival. All right, it's nether portal if I go into it, and it's end portal never. If I go underneath it, I'm fine. So it's all head based. What happens if you're riding a pig when it gets struck by lightning? All right, well, let me summon this guy, ride him up, and then summon lightning above me. Whoa, what? No, I would not have believed that happened for a second. That's just my carrot on a stick work. Maybe I need something else that's more inspiring for this guy. What happens if I attack him? I can't. All right, here we go. Summon lightning bolt. So if I punch this guy, I'm safe. He's like, dude, get my hat off. Dude, dude, he's right up there. Dude, stop waiting around.
I'm sorry, I can't read. I'm trying. Stop moving.
I'm not trying to stop. What if I killed it and it dropped a saddle? Yeah, you wanna slay it for me? Nah, just the gold nugget. So if you're willing to spend a saddle, you could go and ride the coolest mount in Minecraft. Now we're going to find out just how many ores are in a single chunk. So we just picked a random chunk here, and by clearing it out by using Axiom or World Edit, we can then go through and select this area and see just how many ores are in this specific chunk. Well, the truth is too is that this distribution will change depending on the different biomes that you're in as well. Like mesas, you're gonna get a whole bunch more gold ore. Extreme hills, you'll find your emeralds and stuff in those kinds of biomes. Alrighty, so from this one, we see that we've got 210 coal ore, 130 iron ore, 28 deep slate redstone ore. I wasn't expecting that to be so high. Followed by deep slate iron ore, 26, deep slate gold ore, 21, redstone ore, 20, lapis lazuli ore, 16, gold ore, 16, deep slate diamond ore, 8, a regular diamond ore, 5, lapis lazuli ore, 4, and 1 jungle log that made it into the chunk somehow. Let's see what it would look like to deal 10 million damage in a single attack. Now, we're not using anything fancy like Fallen Breath's rail cannon. We're actually just using a mace, because if you were to fall 6,666,647 blocks and land a smash attack, you could actually deal that amount of damage. How long does it take to fall 6,666,647 blocks? It would take 85,000 seconds, 1,417 minutes, 23.6 hours of falling. But if you can land it, then that's gonna be 10 million damage that you deal to your unsuspecting friend. But if you don't, it's gonna be embarrassing. All right, by the looks of it, we've got multi-shot at the max level. Oh, we've also got pillagers with that too. I understand completely. Go, boys. Oh no. They can't even live through it. Whoa, I didn't even know that was possible. Look at how wide that shoots. It shoots in a radius. You're like the arrow TNT cannon that we showed off. That's so cool. All right, so if we tick freeze and then go up here and I just shoot out a bunch. Look at the beautiful patterns. It looks like the target that I'm supposed to hit, not the arrows. Oh no, this is gonna get bad. It is bad. I can confirm it's bad. Wow. Just that sheep or pig over there dying. That's hilarious. Oh, Observer's making a sphere of arrows. What? The arrow sphere. Launch the sphere. sphere. This is actually what a white hole is. Oh, fantastic. And with that, folks, YouTube thinks that you might like this video. So see if they're right and have a good one, all right?